From the Cronkite studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
The Thanksgiving holiday is quickly approaching, and many Arizonans are taking to the sky for their vacation. What you need to know for those Thanksgiving travel plans.
And hundreds of teenagers across Arizona are living without a home. What Valley Metro is doing to give them not only a place to live, but a safe haven.
Plus, how one Arizona chef is telling stories through his Native American-based cooking.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News on Arizona PBS. I'm Alex Capriello.
And I'm Alexis Ducrath. Thank you for joining us.
It's no holiday for airports around the nation. AAA says it will be the busiest Thanksgiving travel weekend in the past 9 years, and Sky Harbor is expected to be one of the 10 busiest airports across the country. Cronkite News reporter Dylan Eddy is in the Washington, D.C. Bureau to see how the TSA is working to get you on the plane and to your destination in time to carve the turkey.
With an estimated 27.3 million people taking to the skies, one of the busiest holiday travel seasons is already underway. Travel experts are offering tips to make sure that you spend less time at the airport and more time with your family. This was the scene today at Ronald Reagan National Airport in Washington. Security, long lines, and lost luggage will be the norm across the nation's busiest airports, including Sky Harbor in Phoenix, over the coming weeks. The holiday travel season can be stressful, but experts say airports are prepared and passengers should be too.
Pack smart, know what you're carrying versus what you're going to be checking. If you're checking it and on an airline that has fees, go ahead and take care of those before you come to the airport.
Arriving early is crucial.
I would just encourage travelers to try to arrive at the airport 2 hours in advance if they are flying domestically and 3 hours if they're flying internationally.
Keep track of all of your belongings while going through security.
Just take another moment once you go through security to recollect those items and take a quick inventory of whether you forgot something.
TSA has hired new agents to help accommodate the holiday travel season.
We've hired thousands of new TSOs. We've converted several part-time TSOs to full-time TSOs, and we've also brought on several new TSA canine teams to help improve security and also alleviate lines.
If you find yourself waiting in long lines, you might consider enrolling in TSA PreCheck. According to experts, pre-checked passengers wait less than 10 minutes at security. The membership costs $85 and is valid for 5 years. The application takes about 5 minutes to complete and can be found at tsa.gov. Reporting from Ronald Reagan National Airport in Washington, Dylan Eddy, Cronkite News.
Less Arizonans will be taken to the sky for the Thanksgiving holiday. AAA's annual Thanksgiving travel outlook shows a drop of 6% in Thanksgiving air travel compared to last year. The first time in the past 4 years the number has dipped. AAA says that low number comes from an increase of Arizonans driving to their Thanksgiving feasts. An increase of about 9% has more than 1.5 million Arizonans hitting the road starting tomorrow. In all, 1.9 million Arizonans are expected to travel. And if you're planning to hit the road in a Kia vehicle, you may want to check the year and make of your car. Kia today is recalling nearly 72,000 SUVs because of an electrical short that can cause engine fires. The recall covers 2008 and 2009 Kia Sportages made in the U.S. Kia says that water with road salt can leak into a braking control computer, which can cause the connectors to rust and a circuit board to short.
Before hitting the road, many families will be checking their cars and tires for efficiency. Cronkite News reporter Yesenia Beltran shows us why tiny tire shops are doing big business in Phoenix.
Business is good at Mil Amores, which translates to 1,000 loves. The tire shop is open 24 hours.
It's fast, very convenient, and very affordable.
Thanks to loyal customers, the shop has been open since 1986. The business is so successful, some workers have left to start their own tire shops.
In the last 10 years, we've seen tough competition, having so many tire shops. It is good for our customers because no one ends up stranded on the street.
The manager says that in this area of South Phoenix alone, there are about 20 small tire shops.
Because it's close to me and I've heard good words about it, and I've came here before several times and they've treated me real good.
Most tiny tire shops rely on word of mouth to get customers looking to repair or replace their tires. I wanted to show you what kind of tires you can get. This one here is completely new from the factory, guaranteed. This one here is a used tire in great condition. And lastly, we have our used tire as well in terrible condition, definitely unsafe for the road.
Above all, the person's safety is our top priority.
With safety in mind, neighborhood tire shops help customers who want to save their tires and their money. In Phoenix, Yesenia Beltran, Cronkite News.
Every day, more than 600 teens sleep on the streets in Maricopa County. Valley Metro is helping these teens by expanding a program that provides immediate safety to those that need it. Cronkite News reporter Veronica Acosta is live at Central Station with details on this program.
All Valley Metro buses now not only serve the purpose of transportation, but for youth, they serve as a safe place they can go to get help when they're neglected or abused.
Without Safe Place, I wouldn't be here, and I love them very much. Every one of you guys.
Safe Place, which is managed by Tumbleweed Center for Youth Development, has helped teens like Vicky, whose last name can't be revealed for security reasons, through rough times.
In 2 days, they got me in my own apartment. They were so nice to me, so kind. They did not discriminate me. They did not do any of that. They helped me with my baby. They provided me a crib. They provided me diapers. They provided me everything.
And Safe Place will now be doing more.
And now we're expanding that to 900 new locations by expanding it to our bus service, which is throughout Maricopa County. So from Wickenburg to downtown Phoenix, there are going to be safe places everywhere that the Phoenix Valley Metro bus system goes.
The program will go from serving 35 Valley Metro light rail stations to all 900 Valley Metro buses, which will serve 100 routes across 512 square miles.
Could you imagine being a 14, 15, or 16-year-old who's been rejected by your family and not having a loving, supporting environment? You don't know where to go. Where do you go for help? Where do you go to find people who care about you? Well, I'm going to tell you where to go. You go to one of these buses and talk to one of our bus drivers.
Teens who'd like help through Safe Place simply need to go to any Valley Metro bus and ask the driver to get in contact with the crisis responder, who will then find a safe location for them to go to. In downtown Phoenix, Veronica Acosta, Cronkite News.
Cold cases are unsolved crimes with ongoing investigations.
And some can be left unsolved for years. Coming up on Cronkite News, Phoenix PD is asking you for help to solve just what happened in one cold case.
Plus, there are artists coming from a unique spot, behind bars. How inmates in the La Palma Correctional Center are creating an art sanctuary.
I think I finally found my hallelujah. I've been waiting for this moment all my life now. All my dreams are coming true, yeah. I've been waiting for this moment. It's good to be alive right about now.
This is a box that showed you a world beyond your own. It was just a box, but the world has changed, and so have we. And now the box can be almost any size or shape. And you decide what you want to explore. Anytime, any place. Break out of the box with PBS.
It's been a few months since the shooting death of a woman on State Route 51. She was on the phone with 911 when she was shot and killed. Now, the Phoenix Police Department is asking for your information to help close this case.
We're not worried at this point. We have cases that go on for many years, investigative-wise, and are solved.
Dinya Farmer called 911 around 7 p.m. while she was traveling north on the 51 near McDowell on September 7th. She told the operator she was being followed by a white pickup truck. Police are looking for any information to get this case closed. There is a $21,000 reward.
Occasionally, a letter reaches Cronkite News with a story idea. This one came from an unlikely place, La Palma Correctional Center in Eloy. It was from a California inmate at the Pinal County Prison. In the letter, inmates want to draw our attention to an art program creating murals just like the one you see behind me. They call the mural room a sort of sanctuary, a common ground filled with diversity, beauty, and a message of acceptance for all of us to come and study. Reporter Tyler Finger takes us behind bars to see these creations.
From the outside, La Palma Correctional Center in Eloy looks much like any other prison. Concrete walls, barbed wire, fencing, and all. But on the inside, a work of art is making the place feel like home.
It's light, you know, it's not just walls and bars or same old thing.
One of those calling La Palma home, at least for now, is Andrew Valencia. He's a part of the prison's residential drug abuse program. He helped turn this blank canvas into a room filled with color.
This was the first time we've ever had this opportunity. And you know, when you're doing prison time, you try to be productive. And all you got really is pens, paper, pencil, and you try to be creative. And so that's why he created this. Bring back a lot of memories.
The group filled the room with what they knew, from the Hollywood sign to pro football teams.
This one and this.
You see, all of La Palma's inmates are from California, housed at the medium security facility through a private prison contract. It took 3 months to paint the mural in this room, but the lessons learned will last a lifetime.
I got the opportunity to express myself through art and accomplish this. That's something I've never got the chance to.
Juan Ulloa is taking the experience of painting this prison Picasso and putting it to good use, helping others at the prison make something they could be proud of.
The art class has gone very well, and I love what it represents and what they're trying to return to the community with the art.
This was from their first day. I've reached some of my dreams in a way because I always wanted to teach an art class, and I was able to do that. Because when I get out, I want to help at-risk youth and give them an outlet and be a mentor and let them express themselves through art.
For the prison staff, things like the mural are part of the process as they prepare them for a life beyond these walls.
We've done small murals, but nothing to compare to this. It's an expression, but these guys went out of their way and really expressed what California means to them.
Part of the process that these inmates wouldn't have received if it weren't for an incredibly caring staff.
A lot of times when you have this opportunity, because we don't get it in California, you take advantage of it.
A mural with a message that shows being behind bars doesn't have to be the end, but rather just the first step toward a new beginning. In Eloy, Tyler Finger, Cronkite News.
Both of the inmates that Cronkite News spoke with plan to do something with art once they leave prison. La Palma Correctional Center is contracted to house inmates from the California Department of Corrections.
2016 would have marked Walter Cronkite's 100th birthday, and this year the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism presented the Cronkite Award to the person now sitting in Walter's seat. Coming up on Cronkite News, why Scott Pelley says there is no democracy without journalism.
And temperatures across the state are looking cool, but will this trend continue into your holiday weekend? I have your forecast coming up next.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm always searching to feel like I fit into something.
We are the people that we are because of our past.
I'm just one of many who stopped being silent.
It's just proof of how far we have come.
Make sure in all the hustle and bustle, we don't lose sight of why we're here.
It all boils down to communicating the lives we live.
If you look closely, they've got a story to tell.
It connects with you in a very deep way.
Wish you love, peace, and soul.
Come with us on this great adventure.
Come and play with us.
Onward and onward!
Good ideas open up a whole new world of possibilities.
The more you know about history, the more you know about yourself.
The sky is the limit.
Where I go, there you are.
CBS Evening News anchor Scott Pelley received this year's Walter Cronkite Award for Excellence in Journalism. The award was especially meaningful this year, the year that Cronkite would have turned 100 years old. Cronkite News reporter Alicia Gonzalez highlights what Pelley sees as some of the major issues facing rising journalists.
Quality journalism is not a given. We have come to take it for granted. It is not a given. Like all of our other freedoms, it must be fought for. It must be refreshed by every generation of Americans.
Scott Pelley addressed the biggest threat he sees for our nation.
The quickest, most direct way to ruin a democracy is to poison the information.
This student says Pelley's words relit a fire inside her for journalism.
That's kind of the reason I went into journalism, was to be the person who exposed the truth, not in a evil way, not in a trying to get you kind of way, but in a way to express to the American people and the people around the world the truth, and just tell them how it is.
Another student said one major challenge really stuck out to her.
Everyone surrounds themselves in sort of like an echo chamber where you're just constantly hearing and sharing the same ideas, and that cuts off the possibility for open-mindedness and growth and development.
As Pelley was wrapping up, he said the values of journalism don't change with time.
It doesn't matter whether you're writing on a glass tablet or a stone tablet. The values of reporting and journalism are immutable. We ask ourselves, is it right? Is it fair? Is it honest?
In Phoenix, Alicia Gonzalez, Cronkite News.
If you'd like to watch Pelley's speech in its entirety, tune in to Arizona PBS this Friday at 5 for a special 1-hour presentation from the Cronkite Luncheon.
Arizona Snow Bowl got a fresh layer of snow ahead for the holiday weekend.
Katie Fowler is here to take a look at your ski and travel forecast.
That's right, guys. They did get some fresh snow, but it's going to be dry from here on out. So if they want some extra snow, they're going to have to make it themselves. But looking into temperatures right now across the state, 70 in Phoenix, which is just slightly above average. So that's some cooler temperatures. But looking up in Flagstaff, if you guys are heading up to Thanksgiving to spend it up north, it's going to be a little bit chilly, 47 and 49 up north. And heading into the rest of the day here in the valley, 6 p.m. going home and for dinner, 65 degrees. And it's going to be clear skies all throughout this evening. 60 tonight at 9 p.m. and waking up at 6 a.m. with clear skies, 52 degrees. And if you are heading to the airport tomorrow morning to head over to your holiday festivities, it seems to be pretty clear in our area over here. Most of the rain is going to be up in Chicago, St. Louis area, with a possibility of some severe storms off of Texas into the south. But moving through the rest of Wednesday, 5 p.m., if you're heading out to the airport around that time, Chicago might have a few delays, but otherwise everything starts to dissipate and move over to the east, where New York and Pennsylvania might be seeing some showers, but nothing too severe, and it's really clear along the west coast. But moving into tomorrow's temperatures, 70 in Phoenix, 65 in Vegas, 67 in Los Angeles. So if you are heading out to California for your holiday weekend, it's going to be looking pretty nice and pretty clear. And we will head into your weekend forecast. Turkey Day, 67 degrees, or 76 degrees, excuse me, with some cloud cover, but still really nice if you want to have Thanksgiving outside in the backyard. And into the rest of your week next week, 77 degrees on Friday. It's going to be a little bit warmer, but still nothing too hot, a little above average. And then to the rest of your week, 73 on Saturday, and then 60s for the rest of your week. Katie Fowler, Cronkite Weather.
Thanks so much, Katie. 20 bighorn sheep have been released into the Santa Catalina Mountains in northern Tucson today. The Game and Fish Department says the release of animals is part of a 3-year project. The goal? To grow the population. Of the 65 bighorns released, 33 had collar monitors. The department announced last week that it would no longer kill mountain lions that prey on bighorns because the sheep now have a sustainable population in the area. 8 mountain lions have been killed since the project began in 2013. No doubt you've begun to plan your Thanksgiving meal or that special dish that you plan to bring to the potluck.
But one Navajo chef is looking to serve up an education on real Native American dishes.
And I'll watch and I'll watch in disbelief, like, wow, that's my recipe. You know, that's my food. You know, those are stories that they're eating.
We'll take you to a special cafe inside the Museum of American Indian next.
The confidence to lead our country.
This isn't reality television.
I feel like Hamilton reached out from history and wouldn't let me go until I told his story.
I make no apology for my actions. I would do the same again.
How we come so far and yet have so far to go.
Right there, coming up.
In 1920s Melbourne,
careful with the hand luggage. My pistol's in there somewhere and it may still be loaded.
Phryne Fisher is a detective.
Things could get interesting around here.
Thought they already were.
Who isn't afraid to live a little.
I hope you're not concealing a dangerous weapon under that skirt.
I'm concealing a lot of things.
Why do you think you could just run off on your own?
Because I'm carrying a gun.
The irresistible series, Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries.
Saturday night at 10 on Arizona PBS.
Hi, I'm Charlie Rose. As part of the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication at ASU, Arizona PBS is providing a state-of-the-art venue for the next generation of journalists. From newsrooms in Washington, Los Angeles, and here in Phoenix, students engage in real-time, real-world news reporting, broadcast production, and online innovation. The Cronkite School and Arizona PBS working together in new ways to bridge the classroom to the community in the digital age.
A different kind of Thanksgiving preparation is underway for one Arizona native turned master chef. Cronkite News reporter Claire Caulfield was in Washington, D.C. to see what he's bringing to the table.
My name is Freddie Butsui. I am the executive chef at Mitatam Cafe at the National Museum of the American Indian, Washington, D.C. And it makes me like food curator for a Native American food exhibition. Okay, so this right here we have is a 5-region sample with sumac sauce. Living on the reservation, we only had access to 5 television stations. I'd watch the cooking shows, and then I'd figure out, you know, what's going on and just learning from the basics. But becoming a chef was something that was never really in my scope. And I went to a UNM branch in Gallup and quickly, you know, declared my major as an anthropology major and my minor as art history. And little did I know that those 2 disciplines would guide me toward food. What are the classic dishes that the native people have been making, like the classic dishes to Hopi, to Navajo, the classic dishes to Pueblo cultures? So if these plants and animals were to tell their story about how they started to be consumed throughout thousands of years, that's the story that I was looking to tell. The example that I always use is the tribes in Nova Scotia and Maine and Massachusetts had access to really good clams. So what they would do is they'd get the sunchokes and the clams and add it and cook it with seawater. So one of my signature dishes is a clam soup with leek. And truthfully, people say things like, how can that be Native American if you're adding leeks, thyme, bay leaf, and chicken stock? But my job as a chef is to tell you that there was an original dish hundreds of years ago, and because people were making that particular dish, it got carried on. So when the British came, and that's when they added their cream and their butter, and that's how we get modern-day New England clam chowder.
For those looking for a culinary adventure this Thanksgiving, deep frying the turkey is a new tradition. But don't just pour out that used cooking oil, recycle it. Cronkite News reporter Natalie Tarangioli shows us the process that can protect your pipes.
If you're cooking on Thanksgiving, the city of Mesa says don't pour that frying oil down the drain.
Drop your oil off here. It's that easy. You don't have to talk to anyone or anything.
There are 4 fire stations that recycle oil year-round. Turkeys take a lot of oil to cook, and they want to make sure the oil is disposed of properly.
Especially in large amounts down the drain can cause a really big and nasty problem, something that you don't want to deal with on the Thanksgiving holiday for sure.
Their partnership with Baker Commodities Incorporated recycles that oil into livestock feed and biodiesel.
We'd rather that you recycle it and we can make useful products out of it.
Fire stations 204, 205, 212, and 214 have collection barrels. They expect 700 gallons during the holiday season.
Whether you live in Mesa or not, you can come down to one of the stations that offer this service, open the container, pour your oil in, and get on with your day.
Recycling the oil is completely free and saves you from calling a plumber. In Mesa, Natalie Tarangoli, Cronkite News.
The city of Tempe also has 4 locations to recycle used cooking oil through the holiday season, including one that accepts drop-offs year-round.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's coming up on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
On the next Arizona Horizon, we'll take a look at how a Trump presidency could shape the U.S. Supreme Court for decades to come. And we'll learn about a program that teaches STEM skills through hockey.
I'm Judy Woodruff. On the next NewsHour, correspondent Malcolm Brabant sits down with a British mother whose son left home to fight for ISIS. That's Tuesday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks so much for joining us.
For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.